Hello folks, we are out for a hike. Guess I'll take these out because I can't see the screen. We're out for a hike. We're at Green Lake State Park, New York State Park. This is a huge distance from my house. It's like 2 miles. And they're giving a little program this afternoon about winter wildlife. And then they're going on a hike around the lake. This is there's 2 lakes here that are a gazillion feet deep. And only so far across. They're called Meromictic lakes. They're a pretty neat geological phenomenon. Very unique. But right now, we're going to take the boys out for a hike so that they're not mad at me for going for a hike without them. And we're going to start by going through pine trees, looking for owls and wildlife and things like that. And keeping their training for no running after deer up. So, let's go. This is not an easy place to get through. The trees are pretty thick. And of course, the morons don't care. They just barge through this stuff and they're just small. I have to get way down on the ground and 80% of the time I'm knocking snow off on my head. That's why I have the hat. But it's so pretty. It's been snowing for about a week, on and off. Just it's lake effect snow, which kind of comes on and off real fast, and snow's real heavy, so all the trees kind of hang on to the snow, and it's very pretty. But then lake effect snow is also a product of wind blowing over the Great Lakes. So wind is usually accompanying it. Oh jeez. Come on, Caesar, where are you taking me? It's fun to follow him because he goes interesting places. Although we don't seem to be following the trails. There's a deer trail we just walked over. He's not following that. Oh, maybe he is. There he comes. Over on the side. He's doing his circles. He's doing circles for wildlife. We have an hour to hike around with them before the presentation starts. Now these are deer trails here. So if we come over here, maybe we'll see some deer. The boys went the other direction, but they'll figure it out in a minute. There's some bedding, some beds for deer, where they were obviously sleeping. What did you do with Caesar? And there's some... Oh, I thought it was a deer and it's a Caesar. We just put tick and flea medicine on them. And it's good for them to run around and kind of work that into their skin, into their bodies, I guess. There he is. He takes a different path than the rest of us. What are you doing? Huh? You looking for bunny rabbits? Come on. Here's another deer bed and some deer tracks. It's about, the thermometer says it's 30 degrees out, but it feels a lot colder than that. It feels a lot more like 20, and that's without wind. I've got a lot of clothes on to stay warm, and I'm still kind of cold, and I'm working. I mean, I'm hiking here, so I don't know what the real temperature really is. Well, we came out of the woods and we found this trail, or this road. I'm not familiar with this road. They've done a lot of work on this park. They've built new camping grounds and new beach house, new bath houses and showers, and done an awful lot of work in the last year or two. Several $1 million. I think this may be a new road they put in. Let's go. This gets deep and steep. See if I can do this without dropping the camera and getting it all snowy. All right, now dive into the woods. One nice thing about the camera is it blocks the sticks for me. Sorry to do that to you. He does not understand a straight line. Unique thing about him. And then his buddy comes along. We're following one or two people. Looks like one person. The tracks. So, rather than continue to follow them, I guess we'll go into the woods again. There's a tree that it looks pretty strange. It's kind of like a big ball. It has no main top. What an awesome tree for nesting and climbing and things like that. There's a bunch of these over here. Those trees over there are the same thing. Oh look, birds. We finally see wildlife. Well, there's a little cornfield here, and looks like part of somebody's farm. There's a convent here that the Sisters of St. Francis, they own all this land that you can see here, and I think they used to farm it or lease it out to farmers, but it's kind of a nursing home for aged nuns. Okay. We never got up the hill into the park, actually. We were on the fringes, the outer fringes. All right, well, we're gonna mosey on down and get to the get to the headquarters, the office, and go to the wildlife talk.
Is going to continue to get inside the body, and we can, you see how there's like these short fuzzy hairs here, and then you've got the longer guard hair, so there's two different kinds of hair here. And it's underneath, when you just look, they're side by side.
A lot of energy in it per unit weight, and it allows bats to basically burn it, if you will, or metabolize it, to produce heat without shivering. Okay? How do we stay warm when we get cold? We shiver. Okay? Shivering is an involuntary muscle.
This is Round Lake, just beyond Green Lake. I don't think we're going to get there with this picture anyways. And this is they call it Mirromictic Meltwater Glacial Lake. And the lake is colored. It's a beautiful blue-green color. And it's because of the way the light and the presence of calcium carbonate, which is a lot of calcium in the water. It also has these really funny looking reefs. And it's they're a cyanobacterial mat, and they're just at the surface of the water, and there's caves underneath them. We've scuba dived down there and seen caves, but but there's an explanation of the Mirromictic lakes, a very uncommon class of lakes. So this is the lake just past the swimming area, and there's an old limestone wall just under the ice there, and there's a swimming area just beyond that. The camera makes it look a long ways, but it's really a couple hundred feet. There's the boathouse across the lake, and again, it's only a couple hundred feet across. It's a very narrow lake. It's very long. So that's a quick review of Green Lakes, and it's a fun park. If you get to go to it, please do. It's a wonderful one of the New York State parks. Thanks for watching.